Hi, I'm Michael Beardsley, and today I'm going to do a different kind of video. This is the first of a new series that I am going to call An Actor Reacts. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to watch movies or television shows. Today it's going to be a TV show, and I'm going to comment about the scenes involving acting or filmmaking or other stuff that I know about. So today we're going to start with a pilot episode of Entourage. I have never watched this show. I saw a piece of one episode once and I just didn't care for it. I thought the characters were kind of douchey. But to be fair, it was somewhere in the middle of the series, and sometimes you need to watch a show from the start. So I will be starting with the pilot episode today. I will be watching it right now for the first time, so let's get started. Okay, what is going on this street? There's just like people walking in every direction. And look at the people, there's no one over 30 in this scene. Yeah, there's a lot of pretty people in Hollywood. They're not all pretty. There's some that are old and pretty. There's some that are old and not pretty. There's some that are young and not pretty.
Yo, Vince, need to sign this.
Inside, the crowd looks pretty much the same here. Very young and very pretty. But why is no one looking at Vincent? He's supposedly up-and-coming, pretty big actor, and no one's looking at him. No one's even glancing at him. They're talking kind of loudly and a little bit obnoxiously. They're unfurling a movie poster, and no one is even glancing at him. It's almost like all the background actors were told not to look at them.
At least they didn't fuck up your package.
Package? What are you talking about? The poster's a headshot.
I'm just saying, shit happens. I heard Warren Beatty sent back 300,000 one-sheets for having Kim wait. This is look too small in sweatpants.
So they use some industry terms there. Headshot is simply the picture of an actor that they give out on auditions. Honestly, now it's mostly digital. Back then it was going toward color, but black and white was still acceptable. They also use the term one-sheet. And one-sheets are a type of movie poster. It actually has to do with size. Speaking of size, I have no idea if the Warren Beatty stuff is true. Probably not.
Hey, how's my head?
Hey, you look fine.
What are you so worried about?
This is my movie too.
Oh, I forgot. Give us your line again.
All right.
So it seems like Johnny got a role in Vincent's movie, like a one-liner, and that's totally legitimate. Big names, in this case the lead of a movie, could probably get a friend a one-liner. Producers do it all the time. So this is pretty much what a premiere looks like, though there was a little more process to walking down the red carpet than just jumping out of the limo and going for it. If that was the case, anyone could do it. I do like that there's only a handful of people watching them walk down the carpet. That's actually been the case in premieres that I've been to, but premieres I've been to have been for smaller films than this seems to be. The process in ones I've been through, they will have a whiteboard and they'll write the person's name on it, and then they'll show that to the cameras, so they take the pictures, and then they take pictures of the person. That way when they develop the film, and a lot of this back at this year would have still been film, not digital, they can know who the people are. Obviously with Vincent, they know who he is. He's the lead actor. He's a known guy. But with other actors, they might not know that. So then they would use that. Usually you have to say who you are, and then they have a list, and they have a holding area so they don't get all backed up on the carpet. They kind of let you through slowly. And events that have a lot of limos, like the Oscars, for example, all those limos are parked down the street. They're sending them in one by one. They're not just arriving as they arrive.
Hey, get a picture of me and my brother.
You used to be on that show, right?
Yeah, I've been on a bunch of shows, pal.
Vince's brother, what's your name?
Johnny Shades, he steals the film.
See, if he had gone through the whiteboard process, they would have known who he is. It would have said that he was in this movie, or it would have mentioned one of the many other shows he claims to have been in.
Thank you, thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah, okay.
When there's a premiere, there always is an after party.
Hey, how long do we have to be at this thing? We gotta hang out for a little while, have a couple drinks, mingle a little bit, and leave in a little while.
Actors sometimes don't want to hang around at the after parties because for them it's work. It's a lot of shaking hands and that sort of thing.
Go take that picture with Alan.
Alan who?
Alan, the guy that financed the f***ing movie, Vince, come on.
But yeah, they should always make sure to shake hands with the guy that gave you the money.
Yo, Vince, man, you gotta read this thing. Ari's going nuts.
I know, I just called. you read it?
Yeah?
That red book he's carrying there, apparently that's the script for Matterhorn. Now, I have never seen a script that looks like that. The scripts that I have had look more like this. In fact, they look exactly like this.
I'll take the meeting. It's rude to cancel at the last second.
And what are you going to talk about?
I'll listen. That's what good actors do. They listen. Right, Johnny?
Yes, that is true. Good actors do listen. They don't just spit out their lines. I know that's not the context here, but it is true. Okay, so yeah, this is Warner Brothers Studios. They're driving down New York Street there. Probably came in gate 4. They're going to a meeting. Why are they driving through the back lot and the sound stages? Oh, I know. So it'll be cinematically good for this show. This is what a working studio looks like. Okay, and they are taking a very long way around.
You don't live in the house, so it's not your business.
I'm guessing they might... Oh, okay, they're parking now.
You did move out on it.
They made a big U. They could have just parked under the water tower. There's a parking lot there that... Because they're going to walk... Yeah, they're walking through these little paths, which are right on the other side of those buildings. There's a big old parking lot. See? This is a picture I took. They could have just parked in the parking lot.
There's no use beating yourself up over it, Vince. If you didn't like the guy, you didn't like the guy.
He kept asking me questions. I didn't know what the hell he wanted.
Probably a dumb movie anyway.
What's up, Ari?
Yeah, I got some feedback from the frog director.
Yeah, listen.
Love you.
Really?
After leaving a meeting or an audition, sometimes an actor will think that he just totally sucked, and then he'll find out that he actually did a good job and they want him for the role. It's happened to me, it's happened to a lot of people I know.
Smiling.
On the other hand, you also have those times when you leave and thinking you kicked ass, and then you never hear from them. In fact, that's a lot more common. That's why when you walk out the door, you want to just leave it and forget about it. And then if you get the call, fantastic.
Vince isn't going to do some dog shit movie just so he can timeshare a jet.
Who says it's a shit movie? Sounded like a cool idea to me.
This coming from a guy who thought Guiding Light was a cool idea 4 years ago. We listen to you, we'd all be working for some loser on a soap.
Let's get something straight here. Taking a regular role on a television show, even a soap opera, is never a bad thing. He's making it sound like it would have been a terrible career move, and yes, hindsight is 20/20. Clearly he went on and got some good stuff instead. But that would not have been a bad career move. Most people would kill for a regular on a soap. In fact, a lot of people came from soaps, a lot of big names. Too many to list, in fact. So, I'm just going to list the ones that came from Guiding Light specifically. Kevin Bacon, Mira Sorvino, Christopher Walken, Taye Diggs, Callista Flockhart, James Earl Jones, Billy D. Williams. That's Lando Calrissian!
Hey, I'm up for a soap.
The big head? You guys telling me you don't know this? The bigger the head, the bigger the star.
That's not
You're
true.
such an idiot.
It's a cop. I've never played a cop. Can I play a cop?
Play anything, Vince.
Cop's tough. I did 4 eps of Blue. The wrong guy could look real stupid carrying a gun.
Cop characters come in many varieties. Yeah, there's a certain type of actor that plays police officers a lot. But anyone could play a cop, but there's different kinds. I have played a cop twice. I played a detective once, and then I played an undercover cop once.
Only got 2 for your last movie, Vince. That's a big bump up.
What do you think, E?
Look, I just think if they're going to give you $4 million for this, they're going to give you $4 million for something you love.
Actually, actors generally do get paid less for movies they want to do. It's the movies they don't want to make that they get the big paychecks for. You don't believe me? Just ask Michael Caine about Jaws: The Revenge. Telling you right now, he didn't make it because it was a fantastic script.
Let me ask you something. Why are you talking Vince out of Matterhorn?
I didn't talk about it.
What is it, dialogue? I get some hack, come in, rewrite it, no problem, boom.
All right, look, it doesn't matter what I think.
It doesn't matter what you think. We're talking, you're a part of the team, baby. Come on. It's Die Hard at Disneyland. What's not to love?
I thought we were going to sit here and talk about how we could find a project that Vince loves, you know, and how you and I could work together.
Eric really seems to be kind of acting like Vince's manager here. Now, this is a good time to talk about the difference between an agent and a manager. An agent's sole job is to get you the job and negotiate the contract. Managers manage your entire career, so your image, what kind of movies you want to take, all that kind of stuff. Agents are regulated. They only get 10% of whatever the actor makes. Managers are not regulated. They can take more than 10%. At the low levels of the industry, a lot of managers act like agents. Some of them don't know what they're doing, and some do. As I said, there's really a lot of crossover between the two, which is why you would always want to get two people that work well together. Now, why you would want a friend who has no experience in Hollywood to be your manager is beyond me. It's really not a good idea, but that seems to be what's going on.
Eric, I know you mean well. You're Vince's friend and you want to protect him against making a bomb. Bombs are bad, they kill your career, right? Wrong. You know what kills your career? Passing on a hit.
Making a bomb and passing on movies are both bad. I would say making a bomb is worse because everyone sees it. And I am speaking, of course, if it's a certain type of bomb. I mean, there are differences. Are we talking about Geely or are we talking about Children of Men? One of those was a very respectable movie that no one saw. The other was not. I'm going to let you figure out which was which.
She was in the middle of 40 Deuce with her hand down Vince Vaughn's pants.
She had her hand down his pants?
Yeah, it was kind of like swingers Vince Vaughn, not old school Vince Vaughn. It's kind of like new school Vince Vaughn.
I mean, the guy looked like he'd been working out with a personal trainer. Probably a nutritionist, too. What?
You're the worst fucking actor I've ever seen, that's what.
You indicating motherfucker!
What did I do?
So indicating is a term that describes a particular type of bad acting. It means showing what your character is feeling or doing without actually feeling or doing, leading to a false or shallow performance. I do see what Turtle was talking about.
Should I do the movie or not?
You know what I think? I think the script's a piece of shit and I don't think you should do the movie.
Okay. That's that. I wanted to take some time off just to chill anyway.
Taking time off is a really bad idea for an actor who's trying to build momentum. It's probably worse than passing on a hit or making a bomb.
Hello, Eric.
Hey, Ari.
I'd like to talk to Vince.
Yeah? He'd like you to talk to me.
Okay, player, tell him Colin Farrell took Matterhorn.
See, that process went really quick. Colin Farrell being cast in like a day after they offered it to Vince. But then again, they could have been talking to Colin for a long time already, and Vince was just like the catalyst to get Colin to say yes. Having finished watching the pilot, I now understand what the character archetypes of the actor characters are. Well, the two actors. You have Vince, who is this guy who has fallen into this movie career, but has no business sense.
Just this shit is hard. Picking movies, I can't do that. I'm an actor.
It's based on Mark Wahlberg, although Mark Wahlberg came from the music industry, so that's a little different, but the character is generally based on him. He also produces the show.
Remember, you gotta eat right, train hard. There's realistic goals out there you gotta work hard to accomplish them, though. Right out. Peace. 5 J's. We out.
And the paychecks that Wahlberg was getting at the time are actually quite comparable to what Vincent is getting in this. Mark Wahlberg got $2 million for Three Kings, and Vincent got $2 million for Head On. I guess I have to give Mark Wahlberg some credit for creating this show that is about him and kind of makes him look like an idiot. But then again, I guess he did go on to have a very successful career, and frankly, I like him as an actor. The other character is Johnny. Johnny is the type of actor who is full of himself, all about himself, and just wants to know how something can make his career better.
So the head's good, though, right?
It's thick, drama, thick. Hey, whoa, Johnny. So let Vince go out first, huh?
I know people like this. You don't know them because they're not famous, just like Johnny. Johnny is actually based on a real character from Mark Wahlberg's life, Johnny Alves. Both these actor types do exist in the real world. They're not people I particularly like being friends with, especially not the Johnny type. I would like to be friends with Mark Wahlberg. Turtle, I'm hoping he gets hit by a bus. The house does seem like somewhere they could live with the money he's making. We don't really know where he's got all this money. We know about the $2 million for Head On. We don't really know what else he's done at this point. A lot of questions unanswered. So he would have had to have had some other income. But I assume he had roles before that because you don't start at $2 million. As I said, Mark Wahlberg got $2 million for Three Kings. That was not the first movie he starred in. And he also had his whole music career before that. The show is actually pretty accurate. On the good side, the actor characters are archetypes that do exist. Their lifestyle is plausible. They use a bit of the lingo. They do say and do dumb things, but people in real life do say and do dumb things. On the bad side, The restaurant scene was straight out of a fantasy version of Hollywood. The premiere seemed to be a little simplified to what happens in real life. On a personal note, I don't like that they're having a show about actors, that the two actors in it are both archetypes that I think are negative. As for the second question I was going to answer in this video, are these characters douchebags? Yes. Yes, they are. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment, I'll try to respond. Historically, I've been pretty bad about that, but I'm trying to do better. Tell me if you want me to make more videos like this. I have a few ideas. Do you want to see more Entourage? Do you want to see movies? Do you want to see a different show? So, thanks for watching. Until next time.